Welcome to the port of Malaga. There's everything here to try and keep you in the port, but do remember that there are options. Torremolinos is 10 minutes away, Bela Madina is 15 minutes away, and Puerto Banús is down the road, really.
The days of hosting just one ship here at Malaga are long gone. 2026, and they can get a few ships at the end now at the new cruise port. And the walk down is just as easy. On the right-hand side, you have the beach, where by lunchtime, they will be cooking fresh fish, the catch of the day. And on the left-hand side is the town. And the port has lots of stuff to keep you busy, but Malaga really offers a lot to do. Take a look at what we found for you. Oh, by the way, my yacht is parked just between those two. It's down a bit so you can't see it. We will also be taking you to Mijas. That's a must really, because it is such a special place. And down the coast to Torremolinos. First, let's have a look in the port, where there are stores and shops and outlets, bike hire, beer and ice cream.
The rent-a-bike, Segway tours couldn't be more conveniently located, right in the port. Here it is. You can do a Segway ride, one of my favourite ways to travel. And one of the things you can do is a trip on submarine vision. So you can either sit upstairs and enjoy the sunshine, or go downstairs and look out at the portholes and see the fishes. This is not just any park, it's a botanical garden, and the Malaga Park has the best collection of tropical and subtropical flora and fauna in the whole of the Mediterranean.
It is a wonderful park, and it's on both sides of the road. And you're going to have to walk through it to get to the town. And you will be pulling your camera out because it is extremely special. Now, to get up the hill, there is a tunnel with a lift. Look out for it. And it doesn't cost much. It'll get you straight to the top. If you walk around at street level, you will go into the town this way and then go to find the amphitheatre here. Now, you do not need to queue up and pay. You can walk straight past the queue and look at it from the observation deck and even walk onto it. If you walked all the way along the front and up through the shops, you'll come in from those buildings and trees into this area from there. And this is the town that you will have walked through. There are some beautiful bars and restaurants. Don't get caught out with the ones you see first. As we often say, the ones that are most obvious are often tourist traps. Look at what's on other people's plates, because you can get caught.
They've got their own Millennium Wheel here. It doesn't seem to be moving at the moment. And another way to see the town is horse and carriage. You can't miss the tourist office, it's near the big wheel. We got a map from the tourist office, and this is the main street in Malaga, and this is where we're starting our tourist walk. The cathedral looks beautiful in this evening light. The bells. This is the Picasso Museum. It's 7 o'clock in the evening and there's still a queue, so be prepared. Behind me is the castle. We've just got to find the way in, and I'm not the best at map reading, so wish me luck. This is the amphitheatre, and behind us are the castle walls.
So if you walked along and through the town, you will access the amphitheatre from here. And of course the ship is just on your right. You're never far away from it.
This is the entrance to the Roman theatre.
So you're seeing the castle now in the evening light. And here's the tip for Malaga. If you want to go afar and see somewhere like Mijas, and I recommend that, it's coming up next, then do that early and come back to Malaga for the evening. It comes alive in the evening.
Entry to the castle is free and the views are spectacular. Look at this view. There's much more to Malaga than just an airport. We've just arrived in Mijas. The sound you can hear is the sound of crickets, my favourite sound, and we're going to go exploring. Mijas is inland and built on a hill. A popular way to see the town is on a horse and cart, and this is where the donkeys rest. In the 1960s, many of the workers went to work on donkeys, and on the way home they often found that the tourists would ask them for a ride or to take photos, and they made more from the tips from the tourists than they had for their day's work. So that's why the donkey taxi service was born, and it's now one of Mijas's major tourist attractions.
Mijas is about 20 minutes away in a taxi. So Mijas in the morning, a nice lunch there in the sunshine, and then after a glass of wine back to Malaga for the afternoon and evening back on the ship.
We just came by chance across a really lovely restaurant, and it's very easy to find because it's where the donkeys are kept. The view is stunning and the food's very reasonably priced, very fresh and delicious. At the top of the hill in Mijas, right by the restaurant, is a little church built into the rocks. Threatening the donkey's employment is the tuk-tuk. For two of you, it's €10 a person. For 6 people, it's €4.50 each, and they take 6. Hello. These are gorgeous animals. They're so patient. We decided as it was so hot, we'd take a trip in the horse and carriage and have a look at Mijas, which is very picturesque, little tapas bars, little shops everywhere. Unfortunately, I can't recommend the horse and carriage ride. It's a big disappointment. The sign infers you get a trip around the town, but you don't. You just get taken down to the roundabout and back again. This is Constitution Square. The marble cutter Galliano made the fountain and the rocks from marble that was left from a landslide in 1894. There are so many opportunities of panoramic views here, and you can just feel the lovely cool breeze as it's so high up. And there are restaurants everywhere where you can eat and just overlooking breathtaking views. The tourist office is situated in the square just opposite where we picked up the horse and cart. We're following this map. It's got a free walking tour, and everywhere you look there are these beautiful streets, restaurants. I could stay here all day. Everywhere to get a glass of wine and tapas. You're spoilt for choice.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. And please share with other cruisers.
Mijas is a place to relax. There's panoramic views, there's tapas, there's beautiful picturesque streets. It's always been hot every time I've come here, and if you need to cool down, there's a massive water park.
If you are a cruiser and you enjoy chatting, Doris Visits has 20 different chat groups for 20 different ships.
These types of caves are characteristic of Mijas, and the houses nearby took advantage and used them as storerooms or stables for their animals because they maintain the same temperature all year round. These are some beautiful gardens in front of an apartment block, and there is a very pretty little cascade of water going down there.
Where will you be cruising next? That is the big question.
The Costa del Sol is a great place for children, and here in Bela Madina you've got Tivoli World, and it's the place to get the cable car up.
With nearly 1,000 worldwide cruise ports, here on the Cruise Doris Visits channel, you can choose where you want to cruise.
We're down at the beach at Bela Madina, and there's a lovely soft play area on the sea for the children. And behind me is a very happening cafe restaurant. The beach is packed and everyone looks like they're having a brilliant time.
The €55 million renovation of Las Ramblas won't be finished until February 2027. But what will complete this year is the central tower to La Sagrada Familia, Gaudi's masterpiece. And the easiest way to get there is by metro.
This is where your cruise shuttle bus will drop you, and it's very handy for a few things. The city hop-on, hop-off bus is just opposite. And also, if you look for the statue of Christopher Columbus that you can see clearly, it's right at the bottom of La Rambla.
Do check by looking at what's on the plates of others before you go and choose where you're eating, because the food selection and the selection of restaurants differs very much.
Top tip from me when you're walking around in Barcelona is keep your eyes up, because the tops of the buildings, almost everywhere you look, is sensational.
At the top of La Rambla here is where we get the bus to Park Güell. That's probably my favourite, the most beautiful place in Barcelona. And the other fantastic, beautiful place is Montjuic, which you can get to from either side by metro. One side has the free ticket for the funicular, the other side is here, L'España. And if you happen to read one of my cruise novels, there are 10 in the series, please do leave a review on Amazon. Cruise Ship Heist has been #1 3 times in 2 different countries. Enjoy your cruising.